Hey, welcome back. It is 9:30 on the button, and let's talk about a romantic place for a Valentine's meal, maybe tomorrow night. And that's our question of the day, and we get one from Lynn. Lynn says Cheesecake Factory or Copper River.
Okay. Howard Rose says, let's do it Lady and the Tramp style. Do you remember that? When they're sharing the spaghetti?
Oh, the spaghetti. And then they meet with a kiss in the middle of the noodle.
Moonlight evening, full moon, Italian bistro.
Let's see.
Kelly, we got to hook you up, girl. She says, never had a romantic dinner out, married for 20 years.
Well, let's find her husband and just smack him upside the head one time.
Yeah.
What do you think? Say, go home.
See, Randy's got it. He's like candlelight dinner at home with some soft music.
There's a bistro in Saluda, North Carolina.
Okay. What's it called?
I don't know the name. Hold on, let me back up. It says Amelia Bistro.
Okay.
Maybe that's it. I'm not
Jimmy
sure.
Sherbert says camping out and eating at campgrounds. There is something romantic about that because you can have all the lights. That's kind of cool.
Good bologna sandwiches under candlelight. That's mine.
Nancy Baxter, Capri's and Easley. Ooh, Billy Duvall is spoiling all of us. Grove Park Inn, yes.
Oh yeah. And here's, don't you love it? Myrtle Beach. Love
just anywhere at Myrtle Beach.
Sure, Waffle House, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a quick look at it. And the question of the day, we've done that. Now let's go on to
trivia.
You ready?
Yep.
We've asked lots of grown-ups. 50% of all grown-ups today, they said their favorite childhood toy was this. What is it?
A yo-yo. No. Just kidding. That was not mine. No. Okay, now we've talked food. Let's talk toilet problems. We've all had them. You know, you hear it. We're not going to tell you all the jokes. But have you ever really wondered what you can actually do to flush down the toilet? Jamarcus visited our friends at CORLEY Plumbing, Air and Electric for some answers. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to Your Carolina. This morning we are talking toilets. It's a subject that we have to talk about. It's important, it's great information, and we always come to the pro, the expert, the man himself, Chris CORLEY with CORLEY Plumbing, Air, Electric. Chris, good to see you.
Thanks for coming, Jamarcus. Good to have you here.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, morning time, the perfect thing to talk about are toilets, right?
Well, I mean, you got to have them. You got to have them.
You got to have them. We all use them, and we want to make sure that we're educated about the way they function and what we should and shouldn't do when we're using them. Let's first ask the question that I'm sure people ask you a lot. What are some of the things that we should not put in our toilets?
Isn't it interesting that we even have to ask that question?
Right.
But I'll tell you some of the things that we find in toilets are things like disposable diapers, even cloth diapers we've gotten out of toilets or toilet systems. And even if they make it through the toilet, which usually they don't, then they'll cause big problems somewhere else.
Okay.
Feminine products, toys, things that are solid, anything like that shouldn't go in the toilet.
Right. If you probably have to ask yourself, should this go in the toilet? Maybe that's a good indication that it shouldn't.
And some people use their toilet as a trash can, and it's not that either.
It's like, yeah, let's not do that.
Right.
So people may also be asking, how do I know if my toilet has had a leak? And probably if it's having a leak, you can probably easily identify that. But if it's had one, what type of problems does that cause?
Well, sometimes you can tell. I mean, it's a great question because at the base where they sit on the floor, a lot of times you'll find that they leak and they come out there, but not always. And the most damage that is done on wood floors from a toilet is the ones that go down and don't show out. So that's one reason why to have a plumber or somebody that is knowledgeable to look and check, make sure your toilet should never move. You should not be able to do this to your toilet. It should always be tight to the floor because that's what will make it leak. And then also check the connections at the where it connects to the tank here and where it connects from the tank to the bowl.
Let's talk about the unstoppable toilet. Is there such thing as an unstoppable toilet?
Well, in reality, you can always find a way to stop a toilet up. But if you use a toilet like it's supposed to, there are toilets that function much better than others. And here at CORLEY, we have one or two different toilets that we use that we essentially call unstoppable because you have to really work to stop them up. And I think that what we find with homeowners that's really frustrating for them is if they've got it always happens in a guest bath. You know, your guest bath downstairs, the company goes and uses the bathroom and they come out and say, your toilet stopped up.
Something's wrong with your toilet.
So yes, we do have toilets that we put in that are essentially unstoppable with limits.
With limits.
Right.
And so if someone's thinking about repairing, replacing those toilets, they can always give you a call. You guys are doing a free complimentary inspection for
Yes.
one lucky Facebook
Yes.
viewer out there. So just go onto your Facebook page, just search Corley Plumbing, Air, Electric on Facebook, and ask a question about toilets, or maybe you have an experience you want to share, want to get some insight about that. Ask that on their Facebook page, and you'll be entered to potentially win that free plumbing inspection, that free inspection from your team, from the pros there. You can always call the number on your screen if you want to find out more about the services that they offer. You can go to www.corleypro.com. The number's on your screen. Chris, thank you so much for letting us come in today and talk toilets with you.
Yes. Potty talk. Thank
Potty
you.
talk. There's more Your Carolina coming up.